Good day all. Today I'm going to show you how the merge to HDR function works in Lightroom CC. So what I have here is first of all these 5 images over here which I shot recently now on a recent trip to Namibia to the Kookooburn forests or quiver tree forest there, and what I'm going to do is I bracketed these images starting from my darkest image all the way up to my lightest image over here. And I bracketed 5 images at 2/3 of a stop apart from each other to give me a nice dynamic range all the way through. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to blend these into a nice HDR image. And hopefully it's going to give us a really nice result. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my first image, press shift, select my last image so they're all selected. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click on any one of these, and I'm going to go up here to where it says photo merge, okay, and I'm going to choose the HDR option. So what this is going to open now, it's going to open a new preview or a new dialog rather, an HDR merge preview. It starts creating an HDR preview. It may take a couple of seconds depending on how many images you're using to create your HDR image. But while that's just creating our HDR preview, what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to say go through these options over here. The first thing is our auto align. I always leave ticked. Okay, I used a tripod for these images, so there's no need, there's very little chance of there being any movement. So auto align on off shouldn't really make too much of a difference to this image, but I'd rather just leave it on just in case. And I always leave auto tone on as well. So what's happened now with this preview, as you can see here, it's been auto-toned by Lightroom. I'm quite happy with that. It's going to give me a good idea of where this image can go now with a little bit of extra processing. With regards to the deghosting, I'm leaving deghosting off for now, so set to none. Okay, as if I look at my trees around the edges of them, because there's no movement, there was no ghosting involved. The clouds haven't moved or anything like that, so there's no ghosting involved in this image. So I'm going to leave it off for now. If you find you have little halos, almost like little ghosted halos around any of your subjects, then you may want to play around with the various levels of deghosting. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here to merge this image. I'm going to go back into my library. It's creating an HDR image. And what's really nice about this is that it doesn't create a JPEG or a TIFF or anything like that, which will now become your more pixel-based editing. It creates a DNG file, so a digital negative file. This file is really nice to work with, as it is very, very similar to your RAW file, and allows you to be able to work on the file as you would on any other RAW file. It gives you a really great processing abilities. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see here now it's created our DNG file. Here it is over here. And if we go in now and we open this file, it may take a second to load or two. So there we have our HDR file, and I think it's done a really great job. This is our DNG file, and I really think it's done an amazing job. I'm not going to go through the entire process of how I would process this now, but just to give you an example of a finished image. So there's our HDR image that has been provided by Lightroom CC. And with a little bit of extra processing, more for color than anything else, there is our finished image. And as you can see, it's given us a really great result all the way through, great detail and an amazing dynamic range all the way through. Tonal range is looking really great, and I really love the colors in this image. And I think it's done a really great job. So I hope you've all learned something from this, and look forward to doing some more videos for you in the future.